when it's a small story which I'd like to start off with. When we were young, we started learning things the harder way. We started walking towards it. We started falling and again rising up, and then we started learning how to walk. So on the same note, when business houses also are on the same verge, because we've transformed ourselves from orthodox business house to a digital business house. So how did this happen? Everyone in this pandemic thought things were not great for all of us. They all started thinking out of the box. They wanted the customer to stay in their houses, but the product to go to their doorstep. How did this happen? It just happened without even looking at in a different way. They started adapting to the new techniques. When we're talking about these techniques, we are talking about the way we started thinking on now. Example, when you go for a vendor, a vegetable vendor, you kind of go touch, feel, and then you buy it. So that the whole marketplace came near your house. So how did they come across? They made sure they are available online. So after which there were a lot of new generations which took it up, and now today we can see digital marketing has become one of the biggest platform for any kind of businesses. There was a small tea shop which is very close by to the place where we are. Me and my friends were having a glass of tea there, and apparently I met across my other friend who's into the product line. So we were all talking about the normal businesses, and I was busy meddling with my phone, and you generally have that, right? Instagram, Facebook, and your WhatsApp. So I was just meddling away with my phone, and I see this two bigger boys. Okay, they were right close by to our side, but they were standing and observing us. What were they doing? They were observing what we were doing, and they wanted to come in to the right way and the right pitch. So all of us were busy talking, and we had close to around 12, 13 of us, including few of our employees and few of our friends. When we were talking, we had a very brief discussion about how to go about it, how life is changing, and all these things. And this small guy who's there, the street guy, he comes to us, and he asks money from my friend, and he owns a company. He's another director of another company, and he was talking to his employees. And when we were all talking about a very serious topic, he came. He started, pulling the shirt of this guy, asking for money. When he told, when he shooed him off, he told, no, I will not give you any money, and he shoot him off. Not once, not twice, but thrice he did the same thing. And after that, the boy didn't listen. He still stood there for his chance. And when the employees are around you, what happens? You tend to give that extra mileage to your boss by taking out some money from your pocket and giving it to him. The same thing happened. When the boss took out, when the boss put his hand towards his pocket, the boy was eagerly waiting what is the amount which is going to come. Then there were around 10 employees who took out 50s, 100s, 20s, 10s from their hand, but the boss took out the 100 rupees note and he gave it to the beggar. And after which he ran towards his brother, who was around 200 meters from the point where we were standing. This 200 meters, he had a lot of other people who were standing and looking out for this kind of an opportunity. So he held his fist together, he ran towards his brother, and he told, I earned my bread and butter, now it's your turn. So when we are talking about it's your turn, what did this small boy do? He came directly to the same person, he asked for money, and this time the employees gave him again the same denominations of 5, 10, 20, and 50, where he picked up the 50 rupees note and he handed over to the small boy. And the small guy again came back to his brother, asking for, brother, I got the money which we were looking at, and after which he was so excited. He was so excited that he could see that inspiration about tapping the right people. My dear friends, today whoever is listening to me, please make sure tapping the right audience, tapping the right people, at the right time is what business is all about. There were hidden talents of everyone, correct? Most of you in this pandemic would have realized you have an artist inside you, you have a dancer inside you, maybe you have something else which you have not actually, maybe not actually realized from a long time. So what happened here in this pandemic? You had that enough space to actually tickle your passion towards what you are trying to do. Maybe enhance a little, or maybe work on that to become more and more professional in the same. So when we're talking about being an artist, in the pandemic, I mean the lockdown was actually good because I learned a lot of new techniques. I was good in cooking. I mean, I really didn't know what to cook, but I started going across the kitchen, trying to do my things the way I want, and I learned how to do it. Not a thorough professional chef as though, but definitely something which I can try on my own. So this way, I started getting that, and I spent a lot of time with my family, which I never had before, because the monotony of life is that we get up in the morning, we run with our own schedules, and in the night before we come, we are done. So this is what actually happens. So when all these things are happening and when all these things start happening in a full-fledged manner, that is when your passion starts tickling. So this pandemic or this lockdown has been very positive for all of us because we have understood the values of life. Money cannot buy life, rather your health can buy life, correct? And we have also started indulging in what is called as hygiene and what is called as non-hygiene. The third one, we have been on the social distancing and not emotional distancing, correct? If you agree with me on this, I think, let us go a little more deeper inside, and now we'll start relating the same concept of social distancing and emotional distancing in terms of business. Before, there were people who used to come to your shop, a small kirana shop nearby your house. Maybe you would go to buy groceries, maybe your household things, but you used to go to their doorstep and make sure you buy whatever you want. That was the traditional behavior of buying, correct? So when we are talking about the non-traditional way or the new era of buying behavior, there is what is called as there's a disconnect of your emotions, isn't it? Because you're buying it online, you don't know who's the seller, you ask for the best quality, you ask for the best pricing, and you have the goods delivered. But the same thing when you go to a kirana shop, which is close by, what do? You tend to meet your neighbor, or maybe you tend to meet your old friend, and the worst case, you can also meet your girlfriend. So what happens here? The emotional connect is getting stronger and the bonding is becoming more. So when the lockdown was there, government had told us buy food, buy provision from your nearest kirana shops. What did they make out of this? They gave a lot of rice to the small shop vendors. They not only gave something which is beyond that, called as the safety, they gave an emotional connect between the people of our own community, of our own society, isn't it? So emotional distancing was something which was hurting a lot for all of us because we had trips, we had plans of, it's a summer holiday time, we had a lot of things which were planned. But beyond all these things, my dear friends, we saw something called as values for life. We saw something which is really, really, very dynamic in nature, and that is family attachments. We really understood money was just a medium to, go with the life. But the values of life are the actual style of living in the society. When it comes to great business houses, there were a lot of business houses which closed down. There were a lot of business houses who adapted quickly and they sustained. So the two things today about businesses I'll be talking about is adaptability and stabilization. When we're talking about adaptability, okay, let me give you an example because I believe giving examples will give you an actual picture about what actually we are talking about. Let's assume we had big platform players. We have big e-commerce platform players, and we have small shops like a 10 by 10 shop which has a good decent enough of grocery with a quality stuff. Okay, so when we're talking about quality stuff, it is clean, it is ready to eat kind of a ration, and we are all set. So what do we do first? We look out for an exclusive packing style, correct? When they give you a small atta or a small flour in a normal transparent cover, your eyes doesn't actually ask for that kind of a stuff. You want something which is very fancy, maybe a very nice design, a nicely curated packet, and a small token of appreciation for buying that. Maybe that is something which we all look out for. We look out for the best packaging that clearly gives us what is the quality of food which is there, correct? So this way, what people started doing, the small kirana shop owners as well, they started getting their stuff in their own brand. So what happened here? There was a lot of rise to our new brands. There were new marketing techniques because each and every kirana shop had their own brand. So each and every small shopkeeper knew what he was doing. And the best part is, you have to listen to this. There was a small shop nearby to my house where we used to buy groceries from a very long time, and he sends us a WhatsApp message saying that we are available online and you can just book it from us. Believe me, he had 10x extra customers when it went digital. He not only got a new opportunity, but he got new customers. He got reviews of what is happening. He got the satisfaction of delivering it to their house, and he also made sure there were things which were very very neatly packed and delivered to their doorstep. So the advantage has been that the techniques have been different, the techniques have been new, but there is one common factor, that is, they didn't go distancing from their emotions. They always touched the right of the planning of a business, to the financials, to the marketing, to the adaptability of new style or the new age business house. The first thing what you understand is, we make sure the stability is given a rock solid platform which will not only enhance the way we are doing business, but also give us the credibility of doing an extra business. When you are stabilized in your business, you go to an extra mile where you can energize yourself in cross selling, in making your own mark, making a brand out of it, maybe beating your competitors at the right time. Okay, talking about this, I get to see that a lot of people have asked me about this, about the pharmacy industry. People ask me about pharmacy did a lot of money, this pandemic was like that, like this, all those things said and done. I really understand how people think, but you have to understand there were a lot of shortage in the terms of raw materials. Yes, they did make money, which is sustainable, not the way we think that exorbitant money was made. No, there was quite good number of money which they made. Maybe they came out from the losses, but not to the profits. But yeah, sustained in their businesses. When I met this person, Mr. Pratik, he is one of the CEOs of another company. It is more about the FMCG company. So when I met him, we were having a small talk about how FMCG or how these eatables have actually enhanced the way we are, and how this healthy diet food has actually taken over our lifestyle in the way what we were. When I was talking in a conversation with him, I started asking him, know that now that you have gone ahead and started doing a healthy type of a food, do you really think people are ready to accept this? Do you really think this is the way things will be in the future? He told, today health is wealth, and that quick change about sustainable business house to make sure we are getting from another food to the healthy food is something which I did. He did a name for himself. He started marketing it all over the place. He was there. He was doing a lot of new innovations. He gave a very good packaging, and he started doing really good. Then when we went forward and we started talking about how did you guys actually plan for your lockdown and all these things, he started giving me a rough idea about how to first sustain and then give a little credibility which can enhance your business. So, my dear friends, when we spoke today, we spoke about adaptability and credibility. We spoke about social distancing and not emotional distancing. How businesses have changed themselves to the digital platforms and not the orthodox. When I think there are business houses in Bangalore which is 100 years, 200 years old business houses which are doing fabulously well, which are doing really really good, and which they feel, which I feel are the actual business houses which are very good in adapting to the new techniques. There are business houses which have the third generation, fourth generation, or even the fifth generation sitting and doing a beautiful line of business. So how did they do this? They started getting the techniques which is really required for the market. They didn't wait for the orthodox style. They rather went to the customer than asking them to come to your shop. So that is what it is today. When we are talking about all these new, style of business and the new techniques, what we are trying to do, we are not only understanding what exactly is happening, but we are also seeing a difference in the buying behavior. Most of you have gone to supermarkets, hypermarkets, and malls. How many of you actually end up buying what you want? I have never been that. So I'm asking you a direct question. How many of you think you can end up buying what exactly you want? Trust me, out of 100 people, 99 people don't. If you're that one person, then put a pat on your back and say you're the best. Seriously, it deserves a lot of guts. When I go to the supermarket, I go to buy maybe a small Dettol soap, or maybe a Colgate paste, whatever, which is really required for me. So when I go, instead of buying only that, I pay up again extra 500 rupees buying something which is not really necessary at that point of time. But that is how the buying behavior has changed. We started becoming hygienic. When we go and buy for one product, we rather buy a couple of more which are really essential for us to maintain that hygiene. So this way we started acting towards the different buying behavior, which is not only helping us to make a lot of new way of attracting the new customers, but cross branding ourselves in a different way, isn't it? Ask yourself, when you might have seen the offers, right? Colgate paste, you take two and you get one, some mug or some pen or some pencil free. How is this all happening? It is not because they want to give you free something. It's all about they are looking at you becoming a change in their behavior. Next time when you're going to buy the same Colgate paste, when they don't give you a pen, you ask for the same pen, and because you're happy with the quality, you're happy with the way they have presented to you, isn't it? Today, packaging has been a major style of buying behavior. When the customers usually go into the shopping area or the malls, the first thing they do is they see what is unique. Meaning unique in the way at that particular time. Example, now that the corona is all across, there were different kind of sanitizers which were there in the market. You got gel based, you got hand rubs, you got liters of sanitizers, 1 liter, 5 liter, 500 ml, 200 ml, 100 ml. Then there came a small pocket size, what do you call this, sanitizers. That pocket size then came in as a pen. After the pen, you got it as a watch. So when you're talking about a watch, there is a small filler here where you can fill your sanitizer liquid here, and you press it comes to your hand. So this is what I'm talking about. This was the need of the hour, and they made sure they encashed it completely. 5 to 6 types of sanitizers to be used, apart from the traditional regular method of that pressing wala. All these things happen. All these things happen because the buying behavior of us changed towards this particular zone. So 2020 has been a lot good, a lot bad, but the best is the values of our relationships have increased a lot. Business houses have fallen, but few business houses have really risen up because they have adapted to the new techniques. Digital marketing, going online, and making different changes in your business is all one side of the talk. The other side is you've got close to your family, you've got close to your siblings or the time which you have given to your friends, and the third one is you have had the best use of this towards your passion. People who never knew they were artists became artists. People who never knew that they were big good dancers became the home dancers, where they used to dance and they used to put the reels on Insta. Because of this, they started following their passion, isn't it? On this note, I would like to see you back again with Wexpond Insta series, where we'll be talking about more such topics. Every month on month, we try to get you new techniques, new topics which can help you understand how 2021 will be better than the best. Today we have our launch of the edition, the magazine 2, and this is going to be something very interesting. And if you're really wanting to know what is Wexpond all about, what are the things what we do, and who are our clients, and how do we plan ourselves, it is a very open secret for us because we believe letting you know is what makes us a difference for us. So on this note, I would like to tell that we are here today and we are launching our volume 2, that is Wexpond Volume Magazine Volume 2. It will be there on your WhatsApp, mails, or if you're really interested, you can even DM me, you can directly message, or you can always click on www.wexpond.com and go there and put a request saying that you need a copy of it. 2021, a lot of things to learn, a lot of things to see, and hopefully we all have a wonderful year. This is Vayu Karthik signing off. Again, wishing you a fantastic, happy new year. Have a beautiful 2021, and I'm sure we're going to rock this year. Thank you. Signing off.